Greetings, folks. Grampy Smurf here. I hope you're having a decent week. Welcome to Hump Day, and we are going to be playing some Enshrouded today. Before we get started playing, I need to tell you some of the stuff that went on over the past 2 weeks since I wasn't actually here. In fact, I just want to go back to yesterday. So, yesterday I was sitting at my desk getting ready to do a little bit of work and then play a little games, and I heard this loud thump. So I have a sit-stand desk that I bought 2 years ago, and yesterday one of the four legs of the sit-stand desk gave out, and it just went sideways. So I had to drop the desk all the way down to the bottom and find a different chair that went low enough so that I'm sitting at a reasonable height to be able to reach the keyboard and the mouse while I'm working or playing. So, yeah, the past 48 hours have been just really crazy. So, I'm gonna see if I can get some of that frustration out playing Enshrouded. But during the past 2 weeks, while I was not streaming, I started a new world and a new character in Enshrouded, and decided, well, I'm going to try the magic route. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to try different things. And I watched some YouTube videos to get some basic understanding of how other people are playing the game. And after getting my mage up to level 10, I realized today that, I may need to rethink my talent tree for my ranger. So that's one of the first things we're going to do. And I also may need to rethink how I've got everything set up for all my NPCs, my members of my village, so to speak, that I have gathered. So let's get into the game. And if you have anything to say, let me know in chat and we'll see what we can do. Here we go. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, I need to redo this house. Let's go to sleep. Okay. Let's do some research here. My altar level is a 2, and the flame is a 3. Okay, that's going to give me some good range. But this house is just downright ugly. So I may just... Well, let's look at the talent tree. So what I need to do... See, I don't have any left. I have some really good ranger talents here. I need to get updraft. It's going to cost me 4. I don't know. So it's been quite a while since I've played, so let's take a look at the quests that we have going too. Still need to get the crucible. Need to find a garden gnome. Hallowed halls. Yeah, it says take a party with you, so that won't be happening. I still need to find the cat. I've got a lot of... I don't really need that one. I do need the Queen's Tomb, though. I need to do the Queen's Tomb tonight and get the bridge construction done. Okay, so Let's see. I need to eat. Okay. Yep. I need to catch some bigger fish. Okay, let's see where we need to go. I have 6 altars that are active. So I need to collect some of those. Glimmerrock mine is good. Catacombs. So let's go do that one. I don't have double jump. I don't have double jump. Okay. So I have completed this one with my other character. So that's probably considered cheating, but I don't care. I kind of know what I'm doing now. So let's switch back, get the sword out. Oh, really? You're going to be that way, huh? Don't mess with me, buddy. Somebody else up here walking around. I don't have any band-aids. Or healing potions. Well, I've got 4 healing potions, so. There he is. Yeah, if I could range him. Oh, look. I have a band-aid. Yay. Okay, so there's 4 buttons I need to press to open the door at the end of the hall here. That door down there. So far I've pressed 1 of those 4 buttons. Lots of fireballs, so that's not going to do me any good. There's a ranger. That's a creepy sound. There's the one light turned on. There's a door around here somewhere. I guess it's not over here. Okay, so that's 1. Thus we have 9 minutes of Enshrouded. So that gives us a little extra wander time. Bugs. I hate those bugs. That is way too creepy. Okay, there's number 2. Okay, that's not going to work. Yep, you can be upset all you want. You're gonna be dead first, though. More fireballs. Don't have a lockpick. And I don't have any scraps. Well, I guess I won't be opening this chest. Well, maybe I will. Metal sheets. Metal scraps. Okay, so let's make a lockpick. We need 2 metal scraps. Come on. That would be too easy if they made a way for me to have metal scraps in here. So let's see what I can find out. You know, I can always blow that up. See what I can find from that. Nothing left. Okay. Well, let's go back over there and look. I'm not finding anything that would be metal scraps. That kind of stinks. Somebody's coming. Experience scroll. Handy. Okay, I have died here once before. Because I didn't notice all the timing. Okay, well, I made it through that. I need to come back here. Where was the door? It was this way. There it is. Why's the door closed? I didn't close the door. This is a bug nest, by the way. There's another one. Ooh. There. Now I won't be bothered by those guys anymore. Okay. So that should be 2 buttons pushed. Yep. Somebody's upset at me. Where is he? So there's another button down here, but out here. Let's get a healing potion in me. Collect all these little balls. Okay. So there's a chest, but the only way to get to that chest is with a double jump. So don't make so much noise. Okay, I hit that button. That's 3. See if we can figure out how to get out of here. There's the door. There's the stairs. Okay. So that's 3 out of 4 of the buttons pressed. And now we go for button number 4. There's button number 4. So now we can get into the Queen's chamber. And it should be empty. And we get a new shield. And since we've finished all this, we'll pick that up. And pick this up. And we can demolish this. There. So, let's see. Nope. Character. Shield. That has a block of 7 and parry power of 20. This one has a block of 8 and a parry power of 17 plus 8% shroud resistance. So it's not massively better. In fact, it's a little bit lower level, but I'm still going to equip it because it looks cool. Okay, let's go empty bags and figure out why so much of my stuff is not in my backpack. Yep, howdy. Okay, I can salvage that. I can salvage that. I can salvage that. Let's see. Did I salvage? Should I salvage that? Yeah, let's salvage that. I don't need the wand. I don't need the bronze. Wait. What is that? Damage 7. Oh, it's only a 5. Okay. Okay. Salvage that. Now I got a whole bunch of runes. Let's use the experience scroll. Okay, I have made some. That's the drying rack. I have not made any linen yet, so I need to get some flax, which is at the other house, which is why this is just so confusing and frustrating. Hey, Shay. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Okay. Don't I have flax somewhere? Okay. There's flax. I just need to get everything consolidated into one place. And it's raining, of course. Let's milk the goats while we're here. You still got food, okay. I would highly recommend Enshrouded. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't know if you were here for when I started the stream, but I have learned a lot in the past 2 weeks playing Enshrouded on a new character in a new world. Just lots of stuff that I never thought about. Okay, back to the other house. One thing I like about Enshrouded is fast travel. Once you set up a flame altar, you can just open up your map and go there. Okay. I know I had some linen here somewhere. Wait. There's linen. That's dried fur. That's not linen. Linen looks like a peanut. There's so much detail in this game. It's hard to keep up with what's going on. It really is. But once you get a handle on it, it's amazing. Let's see, let's put those in there. Put that in there. I can switch that. I must have used up all my fun arrows. Oh, there's another sword that I can salvage. What bothers me is you cannot salvage stuff that you built, or you can't salvage armor, which doesn't make sense to me, but That's the way it works. Am I doing on food? I'm doing okay there. Let's organize that. There we go. I don't know if I want to switch to the Banebringer. No, I like the Fell Impaler because it gives me a Shroud bonus. Might be able to upgrade that. Excuse me. Can I upgrade my Fell Impaler? I need... Oh, my. Hey, Stellar Alexander. Good to see you, man. I need... Let's see. Bath in Public 28 minus... 26 minus 8 is... 18? Yeah, 18. I need 18 of these. And luckily I have enough. There, my bow is now maxed. So I'll need a new bow. Is it nighttime already? Can't be nighttime already. Also, you know how in Valheim you have to go to your workbenches for all your different pieces of equipment and press that hammer button and just keep hammering on the hammer button until everything is fixed? Yeah, this isn't like that. You click on the workbench and everything gets fixed. It's awesome. Hey, let's see. Where is the sun at? Yeah, it's so much easier. And you go around and you pick up NPCs and bring them to your base, and they work for you. Sun's almost going down, so we are going to... Yeah, this world is much more detailed than Valheim, but they're both equally pretty. So I've opened a new bottle of water of life. Why are you sleeping on the floor? You've got a bed right over here. A bed that you kicked me out of, by the way. Okay. So goes back to sleep on the floor. Yep, just walk right on him. Yep. Okay, so I think I'm going to do some building. So I'm going to need to gather some stone. Let's see what I can make for building materials here. I can make rough cut stone, rough stone blocks, flint stone blocks. Oh, not mycelium. Shroud wood, half timber, but I need clay for that. So I'll need to go gather some clay. Ooh, refined wood blocks, because that takes planks. Okay, so we can take wood to the table saw and make more planks. So, oh. Hey, you leave that thing alone. Bad talk. I also need to organize my crap, because there's everything everywhere. Why do you keep sleeping on the floor? Okay, let's go gather materials. Let's start with wood. Let's see what we've got for wood in here. No wood here. Got some hardwood. Yeah, the organization is similar to Valheim. I wish there was a way I could just throw stuff on the floor and it would all go where it belongs, but it does not work that way. Okay, well, there's 250 wood, so that's a start. So let's cut some more wood. There's a big tree. That'll give me some wood. And advantage over Valheim, you will not die chopping wood, because the trees just kind of sink into the ground, which is handy. How many times have you died cutting down a tree in Valheim? More often than I'd like to admit. But there's a reason I'm taking these trees down, because if I'm going to build a village here, I need the space. And as long as it's within the flame altar area, then it won't respawn. Yeah, not eating and building and falling. Yeah, that's another killer in Valheim. Although you do take fall damage here. Okay, that was 84. Let's keep getting more trees. But I think I've finally figured out how building works in this game, and it's so much easier than Valheim. Things snap better. Things just flow. And it doesn't let you waste materials. If you overlap building materials that are the same, it'll decrease the amount you're using based on how much space is open, which is really nice. Let's see. Yeah, I can't explain how much better it is, because in Valheim, you could waste materials building things on top of things. Let's see, let's switch to my hammer and see where the line is. There it is. Okay, there's the line. That's the end of my area of control, based on where my flame altar is at. And it goes all the way here, so that tree will regrow. Ooh, that tree will regrow. I really need to get the crucible, because I don't have access to metals yet. I just have the metal scraps, and I can modify metal scraps into being what I need. And basically that looks hideous. I just want to build something better. Let's see, where does the line go? The line goes to the top of this hill. Okay. So this is going to be outside. Okay. But it's going to go all the way to the fence over here. Okay, I could deal with that. And all the way through here. Okay. So let's... One of the first things I want to do is I want to build a wall around the village to keep out possible baddies, like the wolves, so that when I bring my goats here, the wolves don't eat my goats. so that tree's got to go. You can get cows. I have not yet gotten cows, but you can milk the goats. So that's my primary stamina drink right now is goat's milk. Okay, so we go to this side of the road. I'll be honest, I don't know that I'm at the point where I can get cows yet. Okay, so this one has to go. And I'll need to flatten this hill down. Okay, so all the way over to here. So those rocks will end up being fodder for stone. In theory, I could just collect these, try to tame these goats that are wandering around here, but I don't have the goat food with me. There's also, I have the quest to find a lost cat that you can tame and keep in your house. All you gotta do is build a cat bed. Okay. That rock is on the outside. This rock is on the inside. So almost everything is a resource. Just like in Valheim, if you see something, you need to pick it up because you will eventually need it. Okay. Plant fiber is used for making thatched roofs and also for making string. Twigs that you get from small trees and bushes is used for making arrows. What else? There's so much else. Like you said, the detail in this game is just amazing. And technically it is still in early access. It's supposed to go 1.0 this year, just like Valheim. Need to get my hoe out. Let's switch to the axe until it breaks. Yeah, I got into Valheim when it was right after Hearth and Home came out, so about, well, this is on the other side of the line, but it was about, well, almost 4 years ago now. And I I'm embarrassed to say it. I've got over 3,000 hours playing Valheim. And I still am not the greatest player. But part of that's because I'm just not a good... not good at fighting games, but I enjoy doing it. Oh, fireflies. Cool. Okay, back to the pickaxe. I need to get some rubble so I can make the kind of stone that I want. So it's kind of interesting. This is a building material. Yeah, I really love playing Valheim. I'm going to be playing Valheim on Friday. It will be the 4th season of Adventures with Olaf. My playthrough of Valheim Online. But I started playing Valheim before I started streaming it, so... I should eat something, but it's not like I'm gonna run into any enemies that I can't handle. What got me into streaming? That's a great question. So I was watching YouTube videos in the living room on my television, and I was yelling at the screen because the person playing Valheim on the YouTube video that I was watching was doing dumb things. And my wife said, if you can play so much better than she does, just start doing it. So my wife convinced me to start live streaming Valheim. So here I am. I am now live streaming, and Valheim is basically my bread and butter. Oh yeah, we can make all kinds of stone blocks now. So if you hold down the shift key and press space, you make 10 times the amount. 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go for 10 grand. Okay, I have 10,000 stone blocks now. Yeah, she told me to dive into it. I dove into it, and I have not looked back. So there's flax. I need that. So I need to take that over here, put it on the spinning wheel. Turn the flax into linen. I really enjoy the Valheim community. I don't know many of the people in it yet. I mean, I know them from watching them, but I don't know them from playing with them or chatting with them. I think it was you I was watching on live stream that I saw Emma Potato on there chatting, and that was... I love her videos. Her videos are awesome. I like Science with Emma. I learn a lot about Valheim watching Emma Potato. She is very knowledgeable. Okay, let's put this wood in the table saw. Oh, she's awesome. You need to watch her videos. She looks a lot of stuff up. She tests a lot of weird ideas. Okay, what do I have for bricks in here? 53. Need to get some more clay. All right, let's take those back to the other house. And it's Emma T. Potato. The T is important, otherwise you won't find her, of course. But yeah, she's hilarious. I think she just started a run through on a new what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, you know what I mean. Seed. Thank you. So she just started on a new seed, and the spawn point on the seed is an island in and of itself. So you can't actually reach anything from the seed. So it goes up to 17. That's an 18. I'm just gonna salvage it. I hate to do that, but I'm going to. So yeah, she has oh yeah, she had to swim to be able to take on Eikthyr. So that was a bit of a challenge in and of itself. Okay, so that's ready. Let's see. Let's get the stone block that I just made. I don't need the bone block. I don't need the rough wood block. There they are. So I'm gonna start right here. Are there bosses in this? There are quests in this, and some of them have boss type features. That's the best way I can explain it, I think. So building is easy. You just put on the hammer and you click stuff in, and then if you want to get rid of dirt, you can build and then remove it, and the dirt's gone. Yeah, it's a lot like World of Warcraft in the quest arena. So you are kind of guided through your growth, but the primary thing you need to do is increase your let me show you. The flame altar. You need to increase the level of your flame altar, and that will make it so that you can do more things. So you can do two things. You can upgrade the altar, and you can strengthen the flame. And both of those are done by beating larger creatures and more creatures. So, for instance, for me to strengthen the flame, I need an area boss, I'll call it that, the head of an area boss, to be able to increase the flame strength. And the flame strength will give me longer time in the shroud. And the shroud is the main feature of the whole game. It's the main purpose of the game. The shroud, let me show you the shroud. This is the first shroud that you ever encounter here. this is the Shroud. When you get in, you have only a certain amount of time that you can be here. And they have horrible creatures like these guys. Of course, these are level 1s, so they're kind of easy to beat. And I can be in the Shroud for 9 minutes now because of all the different things that I've got in my suit of armor and everything. So, I hear somebody else walking around. Those are basically Shroud bombs that will slow you down and hurt you. Who do I hear walking around? Are you down in the basement? Okay, I'll let you be in the basement. But this white stuff here is mycelium. If you know anything about science, mycelium is the connection between the different fungi in the wilderness. So mycelium grows really, really well in the Shroud. And so it's used for its magical purposes in the game. But yeah, the whole concept of the game is that somebody got greedy and found a way to make an elixir that would make them super powerful, and that unleashed the Shroud on the world, and it took over the world. Not completely, but the mere mortals cannot survive in the Shroud. But we in the game are Flameborn, and we can survive in the Shroud for a short period of time. Now you see the countdown at the top of my screen. That tells me how much time I have left in the Shroud. So I'm at 6 minutes and 55 seconds and counting of time left in the Shroud. So when that timer counts out, I will die if I don't leave the Shroud. Okay, you're driving me bonkers. I've got to go down and kill that guy. Thank you. Man. So the guys living in the Shroud, kind of like zombies, they make zombie noises, and it's really annoying. This is inactive mycelium. So the glowing stuff is the stuff you really want, but the inactive stuff is also useful. So, but you can harvest this, and since it's outside of your flame, it'll grow back. The concept of the game is very unique. All right, let's see. What else do I want to put down? Let's see. Go back to that. Also, if you want to, like, build a basement, all you need to do, first off, anything that you do in the area controlled by your flame altar is a permanent change. So anything that you do outside of your flame altar will go away. Yeah, I'm big into teaching. My first season streaming Valheim, I taught how to play it. So if you're interested in that, I have that up on YouTube. I had a great time doing it. But right now, when my daughter is available, I tutor the noob playing Valheim. We just play together, And I say, well, this is what you need to do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more this way. Sorry. My counting is showing. So yeah, this Friday it will be just me playing Olaf in Valheim, but next Friday I will be tutoring the noob for a second season, and we will be having a good time playing Valheim and just getting it done. Okay. I need to go get some clay, but I'll have to do that in the morning because I think the sun's going down. Let's go look at the sunset. Yep. Hello, sheep. So all those clouds down there, that's Shroud. The red ones will kill me immediately. The gray ones will kill me after 9 minutes. I think it's dark enough to go to bed. Or not. Okay, it's not dark enough to go to bed. Let's see. How am I doing? No, full release is hopefully scheduled for this year. Not exactly sure when this year, but it's supposed to be released this year. Come on. So instead of all of us sleeping in the same room, I'm going to set up different buildings for everybody. And it's morning. Okay, so we need to get some clay. So let's empty my pockets here. Because I'm going to make some of the half-timbered blocks. And the cool thing about this, Shift R takes things out of your bag and puts it into the chests that you have open. I wish it did it with every chest that was available, but it doesn't. I have a gem. And I have a bow. I wonder if I have enough of the... Let's see, what do I need to do that? I'm so distracted right now, it ain't funny. See, I got 45 boards right now. There they are. I only have 25 arcane essence, so I need another 25 of those to be able to put a gem in my Fell Impaler bow. But I have a gem in my Wailing Blade, which is maxed out. So both my bow and my sword are maxed out. Let's fix stuff. Okay. So I should have... No, I don't want to go there. That's way too far away. Let's see. Copper. That's where I want to go. Because there's clay there. So this is another house, but there's, see, that's copper, which I can't use yet because I haven't got the ability to smelt anything yet because that was stolen, and oh man, I hate these guys. Okay, he's already dead. Oh, there's another one. I hate that. A cure for hemotoxin. This is why I need double jump. Yep, I need double jump. I can't get up there. Okay. Interesting thing about this game, though, is that you get experience mining. And not just, oh, you have your mining skill went up, like in Valheim. No, your level goes up when you mine. I haven't noticed that it happens when you're cutting wood, but... Oh, and you get a glider. So the glider is cool. And this is clay, which you use to make bricks and ceiling roof tiles, the European-style roof tiles, or the Southwest, American Southwest-style roof tiles, the orange tiles that are kind of curved. So you make a tile roof like that. You can also do the medieval style wood and well, clay walls. Notice my XP is going up over on the left-hand side of my screen as I am mining. So, yeah, you get XP for mining, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, if you really want to speed level when you're first starting out, you can just go mine. Well, flint is the first thing that you can mine. So, and you use flint to make nice arrows and stuff. Yeah, okay. Well, you have a good night, Shay. Have a good day at work tomorrow, and I will watch you next time you're on. And I hope this piqued your interest on Enshrouded, so that you'd be more likely to pick up the game and play it, because I have a good time playing it. Why am I... Oh, that's just... I keep seeing all the red flashing around me, and it's like, am I getting hurt? No, I'm just getting clay dust in my lungs, that's all. What am I doing for clay? 126. It's not bad. Hit by. do it. Good night. Is it? Nope, it's not nighttime. It's just dark in here. Pickaxe is about to break. I need a better pickaxe, but I can't do that until I get the crucible. And there it goes. Okay, let's go this house, because that's where the brick kiln is. Go out the back door to the brick kiln. And we will split this in half. Put half of it here. That'll make more than 100 more bricks. Why am I glowing like a brick? Why am I glowing red? And why is my health going down? Still doing it. That's weird. I've never dealt with that before. That's home. Oh. What do you have for me, buddy?
Hey.
Hello.
How can I help?
You need the wings of a moth. They're common at night. Okay.
May the flame
So I
guide
have
your way.
hemotoxin. Definitely have a lot of bone meal. Yeah, I think they updated the game. The last time they updated the game, they made it so bone meal stacks at 250 instead of 50. So I definitely had a lot of bone meal. Oh, I should have picked up the wood while I was there. So we'll go back and pick up the wood from the sawmill. So, that red isn't the clay, it's the hemotoxin from fighting those ugly buggers that before I got to the clay. Okay, so let's make some half timber blocks. No, let's make some, we'll make some half timber blocks. 2,200 to have timber blocks. Okay. And now we'll get the stone back out. Okay, so I'm going to put my house right here. So we'll start with stone. Control. There we go. Do I want to go 3 by 3? Or do I want to go 3 by 4? Let's go 3 by 4. Oops. That ain't right. That's not 4, 3. That's 2.5. So this whole wall needs to come out. The good thing is you don't lose resources when you have to rebuild. Oh, go in the right place, will you? Is it not snapping? Okay. So there's the house. And I'll put the door there. That's decent. Now we'll go down here. And we'll put... Don't want it to snap. Put one of those there. We'll put a set of stairs going up to it. Set of stairs going off. This way. And we will do another stone floor. Snapping on. I love the way it finishes the edges. I am out. Okay, well. Oops. Need to fix that. Yeah, that's going to look a lot nicer. Make another 1,000 blocks. That should be enough. We'll go to 2x2. Fill that in. Okay, now let's change materials. And we'll go to the 4-meter blocks. And let's start over here in this corner. That ain't right. Okay. And we'll switch materials again back to the stone. And then we will go back to the 2-meter. Put a block in the corner. Some stairs up to it. And some stairs that way. I'm liking this. Yeah, nice. So evidently I need to go out tonight and, sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. No, I've never played with first-person mode, so this is first-person mode. Okay, interesting. Oh, well, let's see. I'm going to need to eat soon. This is going to need windows. And it's going to need, well, a lot of stuff. So it's not ready to be lived in yet. I may just modify this and leave this as the blacksmith's shed. Because, I mean, it's big enough. I'm not ready to sleep into that place yet, but yeah, I'm gonna like that. Question is, what do I do for roofing? I think I'm gonna do the tile roofing. which is this. And I just ran out of lumps of clay. Thought I had more clay than that. Oh, I used it all in the last thing I built. So one of the things that I saw said that you should always leave an overhang on your roofing to make it look better. So I don't have enough to make a piece of roofing, so I'll have to go get some more. I'll have to get some more clay. Sacks. We need to cook the fish. Let's look at the linen situation here. Now I can make a big fur rug to put in my new house. And I can make explosive powder ball nets. I need to make more arrows. Need flint arrows and clay to be able to make explosive arrows. And I don't have enough flint. So I need to go gather flint. So let's do that right now. Pickaxe, not regular axe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some time and figure out what my spec is and how I can respec. Because I'm gonna need double jump. Gathering resources is the bane of your existence in survival games, because that's what you're doing half the time. And with this game, combining a survival game with having to do quests, it kind of makes it much more challenging. Sun's starting to go down. I don't generally stay out after dark, but I'm going to have to tonight so I can fix my health problem. You know, I've fought those beasts before, and I've never gotten hemotoxin. Maybe it's from the clay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to research that and see where hemotoxin comes from. How am I doing on Flint? 58. Wow, that's not much. Pickaxe is about to break. But I got exhausted first. Yep, there goes the pickaxe. Okay. I have never collected moths, so I don't know what I'm doing when the sun goes down. Oh, look at that. You guys shouldn't be out here. Okay, it's nighttime. Maybe I need a flame. Are those moths? Those are fireflies. And of course, it's going to rain. Those are fireflies too. And my torch went out because of the rain. Sorry, didn't mean to close the door on your face. Okay, that's an antidote, but it's the wrong antidote. That's a mana potion. Oh, a coloring station. I need that. Well, we can try that antidote, see if it makes a difference. Nope. That was the wrong antidote. Thanks. I'm looking for moths. It's hard to find moths when it's raining out and you can't have a flame. Thank you for drying out the rain. Need some of this too. Are you moths? Nope. We get all kinds of fireflies. Maybe I need to be somewhere else to find moths. Maybe they come to these lamps. I don't see any moths around here. See all kinds of fireflies, though. They're everywhere. No, let's try going to the other house. See if that makes a difference. This is why I don't go out at night. Well, that wasn't fun. Where's my health potions? I'm out of health potions. I died. This is why I don't go out at night. My shield glows in the dark. That's kind of cool. That was a little close for comfort. Somebody's shooting at me. Well, I have not seen any moths. So I need to figure that out. Okay, so let's make some arrows. 250. That's a good start. So from that, let's make some exploding arrows. I need more clay. Okay. There's no clay there. Actually, there is clay deer there. I know there's a baddie over there. At least one. Well, that didn't work out all that well, did it? He healed up. It's not fair. Still coming. If I can get in the house. Well, that wasn't effective either. Can I get everything off my other body before he killed me? Nope. Okay, I need to try a different method of getting clay. Nails in there. I think I have all the materials I need to make a better glider. But I think it's... Boy, you must have a headache.
Got my hands full, but what do you need?
Look at that. Craft an advanced glider. I need shroud wood and string and shroud sacks, which I think I have. Shroud wood, string, and shroud sacks. String. Poison sacks. We do not have shroud sacks. We need to figure out where to get that. Yeah. We need to just gather up all the water skins and fill them up. Oh, there was one up there. Shroud wood. I still don't have the shroud sacks. Okay, I do not have the ability to make a well yet, but there's one right here. You can refill as many skins as you want, and I've got a lot of them. And it's getting late. But I still have time to finish this. So I'm going to have to do some research and figure out how to get rid of my hemotoxin. Because I can't find any of the moths that he mentioned. Okay. All the water in here. You know, I'm not going to use that. I might as well just smash it. I wish you could salvage rings. And we need to cook the fish. I've got a bunch of elixir. Okay. Let me think. Where else is there clay? There is clay at the base of this tower. I think. I think it's right there. Oh, it's right there. There it is. Whole bunches of clay. How am I doing? 52. When I first started playing this game, I was freaked out by being in the Shroud. And I didn't want to spend any time in the Shroud if I could avoid it. But now, since I know I have 9 minutes of Shroud time, it doesn't really bother me that much as long as I know my way out. I wish I knew what the hemotoxin thing was. Did I get it from the things spitting at me? The plants that spit the stuff that sticks to my head? Or did I get it from mining clay in an enclosed area? Pickaxe is about to die. Just like that. Okay, let's make some exploding arrows, because that's what I got that for. 150 exploding arrows. That is a good start. Okay, so stone stacks in 1,000 stack. Put that there. No. Okay. Let's see if I can lay down and heal. Because I think that's what the hemotoxin does, is it makes it so that I don't get my health ticks. I have a hose somewhere. Right there. Nope. Gotta go down. And that's not working. Darn it. So leveling ground is a little bit easier in this game than it is in Valheim, because you just hold the button down and while you have the button pressed, it levels the ground. But you have to be inside the building area. See, I just got rid of that road there. And it takes a while. You have to hold it over where you're flattening. And it takes stamina. And I'm out of stamina. So yeah, this is about as exciting as watching paint dry, but it's a very important part of base building. If it's not level, it's not going to be very good. Now some of this I'm going to have to take out with a pickaxe, because of the fact that I'm so close to the edge. It won't let me get much closer. So I think what I'm going to do is over the next week is I'm going to finish my base build. Whether it's, I don't know if I'm going to actually record it and put it on YouTube, but I am going to do my base build over the next week. Hopefully I can get it done. And the sun's going down. this is going to have to build up this corner. So it's similar to the way Valheim does leveling or grading the land, but it's not exactly the same. One of the big advantages of this over Valheim... Oh, there goes my hoe. One of the big advantages of this game over Valheim with leveling the land is that you don't need to add land, dirt, material. It'll just take the existing materials and multiply it onto what you're working on. I thought I heard bad guys over there. Let's see what it looks like in the daylight. Okay. I wish I could go out farther. For some reason, it won't let me get that close. So I'm going to need to take down these trees because they are inside the area. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that yeah, there's more trees that need to come down. I may make it so that I'm going to put a wall up around the area. And I'm going to make it so that the wall is 2 meters within the square so that the line, yeah, I see this is going to have to be fixed too. So we'll get back here where we were. think I'm going to give the alchemist a tower if I can figure out how to build a decent tower. Well, the sheep are getting used to me working out here. But I have a lot of NPCs in my other seed or my other version of the game, my other world, that I do not have in this world. So I know there's more NPCs to gather. So just for a little bit of self-promotion, I'll be playing Valheim on Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. If you would like, you would be welcome. I will be playing solo Valheim this Friday. Next Friday, I will be playing Tutoring the Noob, teaching my daughter how to play Valheim, and just getting some father-daughter time. There it goes. Now, I don't understand why it does what it does here. I guess it'll only take out a certain amount, so you got to do it multiple passes. but you end up with floating islands if you're not careful. This hill is the hardest part to deal with. But like I said, leveling ground in Valheim is a lot harder than this. This is just so much easier. It's not perfect, but it's so much easier. And the type of ground that is underneath your center circle when you start is the type of ground that you create. So if you're on bare ground, it'll make bare ground. If you're on grass, it'll make grass. If you're on farm soil, it'll make more farm soil. Why is it saying cannot build here? Almost got the whole place leveled. I think I can quit doing that for now. Yeah, I've got some soil, I've got some dirt. Can I make more magic chests? Yes. Which demon were you saying to be gone? This guy? He's a bit creepy, I will say that. There. 2 more magic chests. I'll also get on and reorganize everything. But it's almost 11 o'clock, so it's bedtime for Bonzo here. I will be back on Friday playing Valheim, and next Wednesday playing Enshrouded, and you can see what updates I've made to the camp once I get back on next Wednesday. So let's get out of this and switch over here. Oh, we made some progress tonight, and we started working on the new community that I will move everyone into. So I'll have all my NPCs in one place instead of separated between two different locations. I need to set up a specific place for the farmer to be. I need to get all the carpenter's stuff there. So there's a lot of moving that needs to take place, and I may leave the moving part for next week, but I'll do all the building in my free time over the next couple of days, the next week. Anyway, I hope you had a good night. I hope you've had a good week so far. I hope you have a great rest of your week. But just remember, no matter what happens, just keep playing.